no tafo pankro no koma tafo man 4 ukọ ho eduro asan wo ho tu betimi afre eduro a e wo 0207589887 0207589887 bomodi anse uhia wallpapers so eduro a betimi ama obi enu nti no ye twa ye ho sima ye ba ye de dwumadie no ehhehye so me wo empanimfo akukudama ombe boy am ya pense sa nsem mu na boy ama ya ware SCP esita etu Woyiedie Asetena je me so aware paso eka ho
adofono bedinchia ifi eni radi Yesu Kristo ho ebre bia Midiani Ora Victoria the Graft J. Wait me after me, Mammy Graft. Ezra TV, ye did make the actually be Woyiedie Asetena Ebro. Now, because Woyiedie Asetena was our part so come. Woyiedie Asetena Ebro, I was young near my wedding year, I would do memo, or warrior moon, who fear Asetena, anyone in the pie on fat and 10. My name a pound for
Odofo akwa babiu ane said ye me kan ye no bomodi an se wo be kan kira adofo se Woyiedie Asetena ya ba ne ye be kasa afa aware ho ye hu se niam bebre koso aware mu a e fa bebre no ya na ye de hyehye eniema hodo na ya dwene nko senti poten a ama aware no bi a ejija enu ti enne ye wo empanimfo akese wo ha ye ne omba be dwendwen saa ensem yi ho mesre wa WhatsApp line no de ya na de bia mpese me de ma wontem se be ya igusu a yedi nkomo no se wo asem bia opese obisa ana wo suahunu bia opese wo ne adofo cha wo so wo de aba enu tie na WhatsApp line de djuma no mienu de di kan 0202633479 0202633479 ene 0559 592751 0559 592751 enti bomodi an say won so obehwe na se wo asem bi se bia wo de aba ma kan chiro say aware mu ensem na edoso na efa ba ko na ye hwe mental health in marriage how mental health can affect our marriages for it to succeed or not succeed enu na ene ya betenti said ye niema ekoso wo ye yahonimu ya tenkamu ya dwenemu na edan esu bi adi ewa aware ni mu na etumi ema aware no ejija anase etimi gina brane eno ho enkomo na yebedi na erade e de ache yen eti ene ye wo yen papa eye Reverend Isaac Ewua ewa ha Reverend Ewua emo wakwa aba iba cho na mpom te sen Woyiedie Asetena de bia ye hawo ne enim se de ye frɛ wo ma wo de enso no ntino ya na ye ni ka se ye befro na wo ba so a wo kyerɛkyerɛ ne menti erade nhyira se ne nso oba yidi sa asɔre ma nyina ho ye aha Reverend Ewua na eda eye asɔre eye Assemblies of God Kingdom Life Assemblies of God wo buo krom won eye head pastor won eda asɔre na no Reverend mo akwa babiu pa na ye sign so wo ye papa ba ko so wa ha eye ye papa Mr. James ni ama ayiku James, I got the name right. James ni ama aiku. Or your mental health practitioner. Like I say, I can say obia or share enipa esu ne said ye eni ya dwene mu niema ema ye dan esu bi adi. Ewo ye dada Asetena mu. Na wakwadare wo mu pa nti na ye say e wo say ye frɛ ye brother James na oba ebeboa yen. James, you are welcome again. Aye, or the brofo na ebe ye ebro ne nkate. Ti ye the brofo ne twi re be frafra sa. Aye. Ni se abusuafo nyina ho ye. Ye de rade ase. Enti enne ye nche ho no. Ye de nkomo ne be hyehye so. Na ye be call Reverend ho, e di nka Reverend. Si ye kan ware a. Na ye pese ye chess marriage.
Awade ye kasa awade e di kamechia etiefu nyina ne adofo. Ani asofu mane mebusuafo kase nyame hyiram na ye kase aware ya ade a union brodu be kase union
okay
between two individuals
yes ayonkofa
e wo nipa mienu entem ya normally ye oba ana bema
okay
na omaye omadwene pisi on pese omotena se wo yere na okunu emra oma go through process ya society na agitum ene e ka se ya aware so oma go through process te say omo culture amba bi omo free eno omo gitum no so oma pass it through oma hu maame oma hu agya ehu the two families no ama omo nwienu nyina ate ase na amamre kwan so de eso mu ye bi oma ye no eno no be ka union na omo pese omo eka anase nka bo pese omo ye na ene ma ne ye awade
ne ma ne ye aware te se omo nye saa ne
ma ne dia enya awade one ne ma no esipi se waware waya aware anase waware
ebusuan ni enu no age atum se enema esese ye wo ebusuan na fam nyina na
ma ye wi
okay na enya wedding no ya nhwe no ne ba asore na ye de be kire a eno no
ani nti na asore de no ye ya asore de na sofo na wo ye ne busia oba na busia wa befie amamre kwan so wie ni nyina nti obusa na ogitum se ania wongintum a okase womba ya wontimi nhira so wedding no
oh okay
nti fie de no hu hia ansa na wedding no aba wedding dey just blessing na me hira mo obo mpa ya mamo na witness larger witness no a witness keke but say awade pa de ya mamre kwan so de no ye nyina wie na two families no gituma one man ye awade
ne man ye aware nti ne je say me ntimi mfa kwan ho na makohu obi na mahyaase ne nete ne ade no ya na ye mfa ne say ene kura na mafom ti say mi baby mama mi baby daddy say me ba papa me ba mama na je say so ne
no wongintum say awade
onya aware kra okay so ye da se pa eti ye be ko Uncle James so Uncle James said the tie said so for kan ye say busuani mienu the two families agreeing that you've done all the things that you need to do and now magia to mama matana say awarefo no is there anything else apart from the cultural thing I say awarefo no mo hwe ansa na o makoma na
yes it's very important first of all media me can say say ansa na aware no be sha ase no obema ba and they are in love and omudi omeba asori honum and now after asori honum me can share pastor and say ye pese ye nware and after that maybe before that ko omako family honum akako hu omu dada ansa na omeba for counseling your friend counseling some of the counseling it to me take it to say 3 months, 6 months, and all that. But one of the most important thing about counseling is counseling is a guide as to say what will happen and what are some of the things we expect to say. But one of the most important thing for us as a mental health professional, I can say, and can a normal circumstance, obia answer na obe worry no, and can say a mental health professional.
Thank you.
And now a psychologist. And the essence of this particular thing that I'm saying is Obi wo no ma or bema, but he doesn't even know himself. Say bema, yes, he doesn't understand
until one
yes, the self-awareness is not there. On him so a bema dear or ye juma dear. Sikaba.
And na ne hona makwa ni nyina.
It means
it shows say oye bema.
And because of age.
Okay.
And on say oh at this time there say me worry and then because I have to bring up children.
Right.
But for us I say it's very important that you see a counselor or a psychologist. The essence of that is to bring about self-awareness. Niyama potena say about yourself.
Okay.
Including the woman. Okay. And when the anka ometuma is separate. Inti anka omo yes assessment ni wie ansana counselor na owo asori honom ansana obehwe ni die no the part to take them through.
Okay.
But unfortunately I think this is missing here in the church.
Uncle James say me ti wase anache say before the two would come together no.
Yes.
Before even the church counseling process starts no.
Yes.
It was say omu Asia professional counselors.
Yes.
Psychologists.
Yes.
To assess their needs and how they would be aware of themselves.
Yes.
The same thing all kwa say bema the assess who fa ne ho.
Good.
mentally na dwene mu ne na tenka mu na wo sanya nyina esisi so na otene ho ase ansa na sorry de no abeka ho.
Yes, and I'm also saying that because usha sometimes we have men who are wounded already. Yes, they are wounded.
Emotionally,
yes, they are already wounded.
Okay.
They have issues already. Obi will anger issues. Obi will problem with other people in terms of money. I mean, that's why at the point in time I can say this person is stingy. It is because of the childhood experiences. Yes, until some of these things, psychologists there, say it reveals some of your shortfalls, so that you can work on them before. But unfortunately, they are eluded by love. You know, we are in love and all that. Until at the point in time, and then after the counseling, they feel that they are ready to marry. Yes, and then the problem starts.
Our dear no say, your apart from the traditional aspect, you know, say bisunya begia tumuna abaya wadeɛ no emra kwanso no nso ye wo for no maybe ye hwehwɛ.
Okay,
the hwehwɛ ansa na wadeɛ na di. The first one, there should be willingness between the two individuals, you know.
I'll be worried. You know, Barney
Beman. Yeah,
you so many of say, ye per se yet, sir. Okay,
and to Barney Beman, better not for me, Chawano, and then when you may be Cosso, LGBT111 or Barney, whether you can't or Barney Beman, our yeah. Indeed, the willingness is there. After that, you know, there should be celebration.
Okay,
something to. Can say to show say okay, the celebration should be there. Okay. And then the next one is witness. Witness. Witness dance for the witness who our dear say, oh, we were warring na mo hobby. This year obeti maka say na mo hobby.
Tinipa mienu ntimi nkse dem say yemienu peye ware ate ase.
Nti we mu omunye enu no ware a age say ye wo abusua enkrofo bi omugina mu say ya na ejina wade ta wade na chi. Apart from that no cry as a friends so wa rana omubeti witness. Apart from say
dance for no doso.
Nti dey twa to no nso consummation say on be have sex after the celebration and the witness no.
The union no ejina. Okay.
Nti any am ka say awade dey pass through 4 process.
All right.
And sana even Ghana ban atimagia to say
maware. Okay, na James say can say me na sa question there na wa ho na mbebe ba. All kasa no say wa can call, and it's something that I'm passionate about. Say ye can say ye warrior. Yeah, na sorry no ye counseling na I say obi di ni sua hunu e na e share ono na experience say me worry ye say na see ye nti nso ko no say. But that mental state examination no pa na they don't go through. It you know we are software there na maybe say o je ne sense say mo beti ase say no enka ye mfa mental state examination enka will be couples no say ma oba ne be mo mpese o mo ware no say dey ya na mo koye HIV test o mo koye blood group ni ade no ka ye mfa mental state examination enso nka ho.
Yeah, me brother ya adwene. Ebe boa efi say me no person me believe say o de wa adwene be canceling obi.
Good.
The experience be canceling obi. Moa. The process ya go through a o start ya no conversation ni e kwa mudi no. So no na boa ma process no from a step to a step, another step no. Who the obeka. Ye mfiti prekope me ma wade me ko me say nti ye say dabi. But the can I say knowing yourself before you enter into marriage is very, very important.
Very important.
Oba and normal oba who is different from Bema, they say differences. Oba is different from Bema. And into oba Bema and over 2 and among Akoware, so who mete say self identity.
Okay.
Mete say me dear na shame bufu. Dear na meti me ya control me ho. Ni nyina yesa wuhu. They say na work can be wo muti more den. Because of the training o mago through ni so ehun bi o mahu nti. Ni nyina eboa e ma otimi prepare no hu adequately before so be enter into marriage. Enti me support to say e better me ka me wo akwanya ka me church. Enka me yes e mra say e be check saa nneɛma no nyinaa
sure
nti me kan deɛ mpanimfoɔ nso tie ɛbɛboa
ya saa asɔfo mpanimfoɔ no ɔmo nhwɛ ma yɛn san so obi wɔ hɔ a aware no bebree kura egu no kura ya na ɛfa efiri saa because within 3 months no who say this is not what I bargained for
because baby am free no obi o ya no said we see ya nneɛma no nya saa na me expect no but who na ko hu spouse no so ho a said we sit here living together was very easy
because what say no ho said that all right yes okay
also normally marriage counseling you share only temperament but what I'm trying to say is more of it's more than that.
Sure.
Something like you are finding out why do I do what I do. I didn't know this attitude.
Sure.
You get it. So the psychologist is going to help you. Wow. Now you yourself you begin to understand why you do these things, and if you are capable of doing it to another person. Who share personality problems now? You will be the person is dependent or doing say unless I depend on another person I'm not secure obinzo wo no ma wo problem avoidant they be avoid the problem without accepting that yes and obinzo wo no ma self-centered everything is about me and not anybody else. And then we also have people who don't want to interact with people.
That's why obi abenya
yes into worry sa and you want to push the person to be among family relatives. So yes, it's because you don't really understand the person. Until we have a lot of things to, in fact, find out, you know, during this time, so that see that this is my problem and how do I solve it? Before, me say, me know better now. And then alongside the same people, no, support you. In fact, yes. Or man can say, if we are able to find out these things before marriage, you know, to me, it can even predict the success of the marriage.
Of the marriage, wow.
Yes, great. And then at the same time, you know, counselor no, and psychologist now only we call into that problem. You know, when it is happening in a marriage, he is the one who guides you through how to resolve
through the marriage, you know, or no, or two for no, or no one that they will quite. Or history,
yes,
our history, no. That's what we don't do. Post marriage counseling,
yeah.
I know they don't really go there. Sure.
Because of our because of
that. We are pre-counseling, marriage, and they say a job
or experience, you know. The one who be an guardian now who left and right, so we see. I solve issues, you know. As a guardian, but okay. Your money room, yes, a lot of.
In order for another yes, dear. I feel you shan't come on. I say, Obina can say, Boba, you go so I eba, intino, and Kobe, yeah, Papa Sofuaha, yeah, Papa, a mental practitioner, so Ewaha, or more church near Masebeya. Say, I feel now who come wait me to an Papa. So wo mu dada so obetime tu anamo papa obetime ama obi so a owo ha obi so etie na ono so atu anamo e beboa na ma wotimi asiesie aware na ma na di esan say ye ka aman ahodo akese ne ade no aware na ma aman no ekoso esan say ye mpanifo na ekọ no na ye ware na ye wo na enketo aso ba na omo so so oman ni mu na ekoso nti ehia se ye ka aware ho asem because it's a family unit ehia pa say ye jaya warrior sansa sada ebema how atoyen say ankrankre ene say oman ene wiase enyina enti no ye besan ba Uncle James so what is mental health ye ka say adwene mu atenka mu apomuden a na ye pese e kire say
okay say I can say mental health just as we have physical health your body obi be can say I'm very strong I can work and I don't have any headache it's the same thing as say share mental health. You can't afa adwim inti say you can say mental health according to WHO. WHO came out with a definition. Almost see if you are mentally healthy, it say number one, it say you should have what it takes to deal with stress.
Okay.
It say it's a stress bar. You should be able to deal with it. Secondly, it say your own potential. Potential is all the things that will help you to grow in life. Yes, you should be able to recognize that. The second, third thing is that you should be able to work. And so to me, it's very important. And the fourth one is that you should contribute to society.
Okay.
Contribution to society is talking about even if you are playing a social role, you're a papa, you are a security man, anything that you are doing, you are still contributing to society. Sure. And this is what WHS says about. Yes. So that is the meaning of mental health. Yes.
Okay. The next say you can't mental health. So you can't any part in a be our body and I'm quite
mental disorder. But it goes beyond that.
And one say, oh, we writing because of a mental. So Uncle James, at this point, I want you to help us, those of us and the people that are watching, to get to understand what
it means.
It means. It's not about somebody being mad and walking around. No. So what do we mean by that?
Okay, thank you very much. So you see, mental, your mental problem.
Sure.
And your mental disorders. So you see, mental problem. It normally is say like you are faced with a stress. It's like CCR. Say over school fees and because you don't have money to pay, and then I didn't dream. Yes, so those ones make you unstable.
So affected because
yes. At that particular moment, we know that you are stressed. Okay. You are going through stress.
Sure.
But I see a mental disorder. Stress no better me cause mental problem. Inti mental problem no answer na mental problems here will be brain. Anxiety will be one normal or sure idea on to me call ni pantem will be one normal but me anya depression. Yes. And I will be one normal because of stress problem no obetumi anya physical problem to say headache and pain wo honum but hospital a test oba say the any ho all is because of
all drinking school fees na onya scan kotua na ma ni tea
until that becomes a problem. Sure. But when you call hospital, sometimes when they come, we look at them, we are like, every test has been done, but
we are okay.
Yes, like we are okay, but you know, it's left with the doctor. So I want to say, what has been the stressful problems?
Okay.
Before your problem, no, na psychosis need to me, but I say psychosis and but according to me, say obi ni kasa na obi an ni honom, and now to me who. Yes, some visions and all that, and then sometimes they lost touch with reality.
Okay.
Instead of thinking that whatever is happening around him, he is living in a world of fantasy. So it's a different issue altogether. Yes, for him. So those ones are typical mental illness.
Okay.
And yes, the person is naked with dirty clothing that you see. In fact, there were mental problem. We have paranoid schizophrenia.
Okay.
But the problem is that they have issues. They always suspect people.
Okay.
And so they have relation issues with other people. But such person who know say there's nothing wrong with him. But we assessments who say this person is really sick. And yet at like what dressing come
and will be addressed by
not at all.
I remember say Obi can say there are so many people who are mad, but not all of them are naked. So for instance, if we're talking about bipolar,
yes,
and such a person at one time BBI okay, at another time we need to. Other force who fear na be a BB koswa. En fiti preocupe en lebo. Fiti preocupe en fe din kesi bi na de atoso. Na fe de wo pe amani pa no abeye se oyarefo na se bia saa yare no won so. Enti sa said the Uncle James can say nyina kra no we get to a state of mental uncomfortable situations at a particular time depending on whatever is going on. Enti no no nche say ye ka say obi wo mental issues and just say about there be James said that's a pa. So connecting this with marriage. Connecting this with marriage. What is the association between mental health and marriage?
Okay, so for the association is that
you see say order for person who say ayonko fa ben na ya dwene mu apomuden no ewo any aware wo.
Yes, you know that marriage, you know, is two different people who are coming together, and it's an institution. Into Usha, this person brought a different behavior.
Okay.
Bakonzo brought a different behavior, and they had to live together. And there are complex issues about with marriage. It's about financial issues, about children, about where to stay, in-laws issues, and all that. And all these things coming together makes it very complex. And then problems never back out of the marriage, begin to affect the mental stability of these individuals. Two people. Okay. Yes. Okay. So that is how the correlation is with mental health and then marriage, because of how complex the whole marital issues is.
Okay. It's like I say, a bit about say and so for or banning and way. What call our be 5 years, 6 years. Now usually may come about because man ya na high pressure in mom. I not I want him my I see a man no and oba na enwo. It's a basa na kese pressure no e ba. Or dwen ho na hye ne so. E bia na hye ase ketua bi se adwendwen ketua bi but e bedu ba bi na afa die se de wo kan na wa fi ni nipa tibia ni mu na o dwen ta so. Nti nipa no wo kwa na o kasa kasa. Eti no no kwasem se ya dwene mu apomuden no ene ya ware se beye enye no ewo nsunsanso twaka wo mpa eti a wose yetimi hwe se beye betumi agina ye na aboa yen aware na hyase ene ma esese yehu na se ye komu nsuso a hawa hodo betumi aba eti na je se so for me pese me bisa se won se de ye hyase no ehia pa ahyase ni hia pa
me bia me kasa awade ye adwuma onya ware a wanya adwuma foforo aka
okay, full-time job.
Yeah. Inti say preparation, I would do very, very important. Because two different individuals they are coming together to stay in the same room for so many years, the rest of your life. And it is a one here. Obe come now say obe nu hu kura say worry. Inti Juma say your background is different from your spouse, a background oba no so there. And inti esa wo work we are Juma ye and Sakura no room. Once I compare Juma, a certificate in a certificate. Why you want Juma? Why Sia Jumana and Sana? What is certificate in the Sana? What dear so a I thought the be a number of certificates. Some of the man that is on a year you say. Yes, a prepare and say Roma and one counseling here, because I already the certificate number. Yeah, it is the amount. You said you can school there, you work one level, you call a diploma, why a HND, what call a degree, why a master's, what call PhD, and so on, what a certificate now. But our idea, yeah, or 3 months, Kakrabia, the certificates, I see any idea amount. Indeed, on a year, you say, oh, yeah, while our idea, you want to say, well, we can't any amount date, why your wedding, and we prepare for wedding, we don't prepare for marriage. Okay. And it's also we say we prepare for wedding, but we don't prepare for marriage. Most of the time. Yeah. Okay. It's wedding about once what me 1 year. Oh, we are next year September. Don't worry. From now, no bet ma prepare or you be a preparation towards the wedding, but not the marriage. It's basa na okta me breaking. Or basa na urama wonim why they now no koye pressure kakra bi ba ha na afa na start stress ni no ma be brain eba inti the awade na oba mu pa bon say enyo no na take decision no one na spouse obi and a word chire and a watch because of preparation enye oninti say ye behu ni say awade ya adwuma say start prepare ye ansa ni ewuram yes it be all aspects of our life. We never say holistic. Yeah. All aspects. Your cognitive, your affective, and then all aspects. That's all prepare and sound room. Sana and my way were equipped for any stress, any problem. But one prepare say ultima ones are now while you cry. Yaba. It's a handsy and a break. But Uncle James, I want to find out, say, such challenges here come here. It may affect, say, Oba na Bema, said you bet me a general. Is there any gender differences? Say, a memano, a walk, Jomutu di Gina ye pass a how bad, a same man, and I say there might be some underlying conditions a bit me affect women.
Oh, Usha, it is individualistic.
Okay.
But on say, Yadika can say, Bermano, he is always the head of the family.
Family, okay.
And then culturally, the way we have been raised, say Bermano, it's original.
Okay.
And sometimes, because of that cultural aspect, men are not able to express it. Charlie, I'm really going through this stress. I can't stand it. But for women are absorbers.
Okay.
At the end, on him say a problem, but women work to make sure that the marriage stands. But
the man to me, yes.
And then our culture frowns against polygamous marriage or jumping from one marriage to the other. But men have that potential.
Okay.
Say it's a problem, but if I can't deal with it, I can just
leave. From. But obadi won't me
yes. So the difference is in has been orientated around our own culture.
Okay.
Say for women they can't just go out of it. So they make sure that they want to deal with the marital issues. But for men, it's avoidance. It only takes very few men to make sure that their marriage really works or stands. So those are the differences.
Because of the orientation.
Yes.
To me,
sometimes they just leave and then get to another woman and then tell you that it's over.
It's over, just like that.
Yes, to restart so that he doesn't deal with these problems again. But
you say nka yetimi hwema asase no yetoto niema yi a ebi a niema we na ebe ba no kra ebetumi ehunu kwan ye befa so a ebesia no kra ansana esi enu nti odofo Woyiedie Asetena me gidi se nkomo no aye wo de yesua de enu nti no bomode an se de yesua wonko an fan hye wo ho me se ko YouTube, Facebook Woyiedie Asetena TV won sabe kan ye wo ho bomode an se wo be like na wa share ka kire obi ese si ayaba eni pa kron so asua bibi se aware aye kɔ no ya dwene mu apomuden a esese yetimi ede to nsani ani na eboa ma aware ni ejina esan se yempese ye bekɔ aware ni ebe free mu nansen no hwɛ a aware ni bi wɔ ha boso yensa pɛ na de kitwa bi na bufuo kakra bi ama asem kese aba na adɔfo a se de sɔfo kan yi omo eye se afimu a ɛnom de ahyehyɛ aware na se omo aye wedding ho plans no oware ye wie na aboso me miensa na afi de da bi nyame na me kan se I do obi ko atimi ga se sɔfo na kan ye na me kan ai eti yesre ye twa ye ho sima ye ba enkomo no ye to aso
Ani ni tiri na be man susu nim se wani monyam nyina ani wo ho siesie de wo be siesie wo ho na wie peyo na wo be hu ne ni agye wo ho a eye bia ye ba ko pe na me kanfo ade ama wo adurowura fashion trend wonom na de abrochire abagana se ba ne se mema jeans t-shirts belts shoes glets slippers chain chesade bia be ma de siesie ne ho e ba na wo siesie wie peyo no adurowura se wodi bi abepie mu ewo manyi mu ye wo Kumasi pankro no ye ne La Posada Royal Hotel no enedi enhwani mu frayen 0243 205 562 nanya no nko adurowura Universal Wallpapers for say wo siesie wo ho no na wo siesie wo dem so ma wo dem ayefe ne senti no de wallpapers awodo nyina bia ye de siesie dem abo omanyi mu asanso afa ne glue e de aka ho a glue no wo de so a e yi say chinchan na de December akọ anei ewu mu a obi a tia no obochire e de ma adurowura for e Star Assurance wo makofa e de ama driver for Star Assurance akwanhia wodo nti wasi wo ye nabi ana wo ha obi to wa wonam Star Assurance so e charge o hwehwe yen e wo Old Tafo 4 miles ya ben Tafo Lorry Station Jometo Abonsan no mu frayen 0207 589 another 248 926 593 adurowura na wo Kumasi ene ne monten so ayede
You order for Emakwa Bapa, but Woyiedie Asetena eso ewo Ezra TV. Safe na what share Ezra TV Woyiedie Asetena. Debia kwesiada ebo no numa ne atena se na ye pensem ensemu a ebeboa ma wabrabo SCPS sita efa ware ho efa mofra ne ho efa adwuma ho efa apomuden ho eti enne bosomi ye wiase nyina ye hwe yadwene mu eniema ekoso ensemsem bi eboa ye ma yetumi egina yie na ye de aware efam de ene ebrew enei enti we are looking at mental health a wheel for a successful marriage. Said ya pomuden e wo yadwene fam no yadwendwen ne ya honim no etimi boa ma ya ware egina yi ya papa Reverend Ewua e wa ha Other Kingdom Life Assemblies of God ano e bu krom na ya papa e wa ha ono so boy sa na ya brother Mr James ni ama ayiku mental health practitioner na ono so e wa ha obi a ono so he yadwen mu said ya tenka tie ne yadwene etimi dan esube bi edi e wo ya brabom eno nti no Uncle James so wa ha oboaye pa na enkomo no yakwa. So Uncle James, I want to find out aware no yahye ye nyina yakwa akotena are there some attitudes that can lead to someone having mental health issues say bia oba ana be ma be dan esu bi edi na affect the other person na ama said na nko tie before getting into the marriage, you know, not assessing.
Okay, that's very true. Your attitudes, is that like behavior, not Bema be show or the female will show to the next one. And I will situations that can destabilize or mental health. Mamika first about the situations. First one is about fertility issues. The moment you get married, everybody expects say at least 2-3 years you conceive by this time, yes. And then normally you always say it is the women that keep on, you know, looking out for the babies and all that. But the men at the point in time they give up. Yes, they give up. Okay. Not because he's going to marry another person, but sometimes they give up on the treatment because sometimes fertility costs. So that fertility issue, sometimes one begins to blame the other. It is from you, it's from you, and all that. So at the point in time, even though man at that particular moment he's supposed to support his wife, but he leaves everything, and the moment he goes to impregnate another woman, it means that what confirms say she's infertile. Yes. What disgrace, you know. At that particular moment. Good. And in marriage you're not supposed to expose your wife. So at that you know, to become depressed at the point in time. The second one has got to do with when one partner is sick. Especially if you have a terminal illness like cancer. Yes, cancer, and sometimes it becomes very difficult. Emma, maybe say Obana Wanya breast cancer. It becomes very difficult for the man. Who say Obe spending so much money. But at the point in time, like Wabre, because Obia and Buano, and then psychologically, you know, he breaks down. You know, so it's one of the things. Then third thing is that when you have a child with a disability. You know, yes, like a normal child. Until it's one of the things that affects marriage. In fact, about to me, I'm separating marriage. You know? Yes. One woman told me about a story where Down syndrome child, 3 years, and Beman can't say because it's too much, they can't deal with it. Wow. And then the woman said no. So because of that, they have to separate. You know, and sometimes she finally blames herself that why should my own husband ask me to do that? You know, is that not the same person that I married, that I fell in love with? But those who even preserve their children, I'm telling you, they go through a lot. Both of them become depressed and they become unstable. Yes. We also have situations where it's coming from in-laws. In-laws no more pressure. Pressure in certain marriages. And say ebasa to me ha obano and I to me ha bemano. So at that particular moment, when say okay fear, there's always this tension in the house. You know, so and no na mefa I can like in terms of the situation. But when it comes to attitude, number one, we have people who just criticize people. They like to, they always blame, and blaming is like, this is the problem. Instead of saying you best solve the problem, my share will say you are the problem. You are the one who's causing the problem. The problem is with you. Yes. And then the next attitude is about most people are not supportive. People are not supportive. You see, when it comes to support, there are three things. If we have informational support, we have what we call service as a support. And I emotional support. Emotional support is that when you say I'm not okay, and I want this attention from you, and you just drive away your wife. At the same time, you know, informational support and say, we should talk about it. Yes, because you are my husband. If I don't talk to you, who else will I talk with? So no one said that particular partner doesn't give the attention. In a service, you say, I need to serve you. I need to help you. But sometimes these supports are missing. Yes. And then the other one I want to talk about is being appreciative. I'm telling you, appreciation is very important to people. Because say, truly, but you know, most of the time you're taking it for granted. Say like, you are my husband, if you have done something, why should I, you know, but appreciation, we are human beings. We need to be appreciated. Gratitude is very important. It's one of the factors. And suppressing of a person's freedom. You know, in fact, one of the, yes, you cease people from going out. Yes, and quickly, I want to share with this with you. We had one woman who came from the north. She got married, and where she was staying, the husband always locked her up because on person she will go out to mingle with any other person. Yes. Until after a point in time, she only came out when she was pregnant, like about antenatal care. And that is the only thing. Hospital. Yes, not even out. Yes. And now Osha Obi Baso there. No, freedom has to be expressed. People should have the freedom. But unfortunately, Oba say we don't have the freedom. Some people even cut you from connecting with your own friends. Oh, okay. That becomes a problem. Because so down for no, that's very right. Even normal relationships, sometimes I hear young people can say, oh, my boyfriend say I should move away from these my friends. You see, we are social people. Yeah. We need a community. And a man cannot provide everything for a woman. Neither the woman and that. Agnes, please repeat that. A man cannot provide everything for his wife. Right. At the same time, the wife cannot provide everything. Okay. Let's just say Obama intimi ma oba the opinion no, we need other people to come in. Okay. You know say everything that we are saying, we are talking about is because of contemporary marriages. Yeah. But we share village honoma. First, village when you get married, obianim say you are married. And you see the woman performing other duties with other women. Yeah. Into communal living, to me supporting but right now we live as a nuclear family. You live alone and you isolate yourself far away from your family, and you cut off from your family. So who's going to be your support base? When wow, be a BBC now person will be ready for man. Said they okay crash hono. Sometimes a big cry nanka a drew and numera. It is missing in this particular time. And at the same time, there is something called rejection. Okay. One of the things that make men very angry. In fact, a lot of men that beat their wife and all that is because of rejection. Many men have problems with being rejected because of our ego. If you say, why should I be rejected? No, I mean you should accept. I mean, can't say, you know. So rejection has been a problem, but I'm talking about rejection in a different way, where I'm asking for your company, I'm asking you to come, or when I make my opinion, you don't take the opinion. Yeah, that is rejection. Most of the time, the men, that is an issue. Most of them, sometimes they don't even want the woman to also. Yeah, bring up whatever she wants to say. So what the man has said is final. And won't it also affect the woman? It does. It does often affect women. But you know, at the same time, sometimes I also blame the women. because at the same time you know the problem is there, but they continue to say that oh me kunu there sa not here, but we know say this thing how
na wo ho nti wo so no so ye ho adwuma eboa be ma no.
So in fact these are some of the attitudes that really come up that affect. And then the last one to talk about is communication. Some people cease to communicate. Yes. And then men do what we call stonewalling. It means that you block. Don't say there's a problem. We have to solve the problem. But you intentionally block it. So sometimes people give advice and say that, oh, wake your husband up during the night to talk to him.
Communication timing no.
Timing
no. Intina ya yempe no for say
anadwoni ade no.
Timing ni here. Bia ase be ma yetiri. Ana ye hwe na adwuma wo ya wabre na o ya de foforo afena dabi ono o me de me support sa but timing de ehuhia our communication
right time
for communication de ehuhia ba nti said de Uncle James say ka no eno so e no kre say communication me man ta bro for communication pa say me de punish me has I can say punish oba na so sabe kasamu mi feel we say na afi oba no so frustrated. No who do I have to say my then I will misa. Na fe na chaupa. Oba na who say oba pa chaupa.
No so your bar.
No
so oba che say yes means me agina dia.
Ya on dey no crap. Ana ade ba ko mpese me de kan wo say waka ni nyina ba de beta. Won say yente respect in marriage and love in marriage.
Me boo and me do no.
Yente ase. So say e ba Bible ma hu. Understanding can say me do no. Bible no nyame de ma be ma say won do ba. Ana respect no so nyame de ma oba say on fa man be ma. Enti but ni nyina mu ye reciprocal. Sure. Respect should be give and take. And love should be give and take. But ye enti ase oba de ese me de odi ani die mama. De make bia yes o jitu. Oni decision, oni vision bia, oni adwene bia papa bia won. Hanti wo yesa na say cause a lot of problem. Ema oba no. Na oba no so obeyi odo adi a kire be ma no hu say be ma nko na yesa de no. Be ma adwuma. Na de ba ko mpese me ka no ha ni say ekwan ya oba bitima fa so ayi odo adi. Ana say ayi respect adi amman ne kunu. Ayi the way is kasa kire be ma. Say de kasa e kire be ma. Oh, okay. Ya tali shim. Watali no so kasa. Yeah, o dressing. E kasa. E dress o buku. Oh, so from pacho sisu bi mama. O dressing. O dressing e just o buku. Obi ahu asa. Oba we wa dressing is our we can say wa. And say o buku. Okay. But oba won na wo yi no hu de. Proverbs 31 ho ba bi no. Oba won na wo yi no hu de na say oni kuru wo no. Okay. Ndi wo pe foforo. Ana me bi ameka se o ma be ma foforo hu nakedness a. E so wa re be ma foforo aka wukunu hu. Because ya wukunu dia no ma obi foforo hu. Oni nti ono no kire se wukunu. Ana so wukunu. Wata de shame. That is it. Ana odon so abe ma be yi adi a kire oba no. Enye ye toto no ma ye say but said the James can communication and care. O dwene oba no ho. Na oni di nkomo bebre no. Na kire se wo do ba nkomodie no ni di nkomo bibia wo fancy no oni bibia wo ye bibia wo so ye bia oni na de ba ko e ma odo no ewu pa ye ntro lies se obema na oba ni twantra na ke se odo no ewu I to say me yes now I say me do na ma fa oba dia me do echi so bag ni mo du se de nkra me di echi because of odo ni nti me do echi bag mo du wa otimi say ade no wo bre na so but me do echi anu atwantro no ma ko hu se ntro I to say bo kakraka be to bag be ka eno ma no ana say ama ene wade so ni mo ye du mo eti me do echi na me dwendwene eje kwa nti na yesi me ese me bresa wa say twantro ba akwa na ye wienu na bag no mo aji de sofo entro no kwa de wutwa ba akwa ebe bie kwa e wo say momodi about 5 that is it now the kata first entro so because what the ba kata so enye nti eno no na ku odo kumodo nti communication
love
yeah nti say yanhwe ya ebema a lot of stress nti yehu yantiwe no we as love and respect na say nti bia me respect me person me gifri ho also person gifri ho we want to give and take about say na go say a lot of problems about
okay so Uncle James, so what are some of the signs that will make you realize that this marriage is thriving on mental health? It's moving on. There's some sort of good atmosphere, or there are problems. The two things.
Okay, so let's deal with the poor mental health in
the
marriage.
Poor side. All right.
Usha, when there's a mental health problem in a marriage, let me even talk about the behavioral symptoms that you see. Okay. Number one, and when I'm about to say, Pastor will be shocked about it, but if you have a woman who spends more time in church, she has a marital problem.
Oba or share
review our sorry.
Yes.
Yes, Oba no anopa wo ho ewia wo ho enye se bi a program na ye no akọ bi na waba on the time bi a wo she ho then she has a marriage problem.
They have marital issues. Okay. Yes. The second thing is that sometimes because of the challenges in the marriage, a man will decide to leave the house. Ana oba no be koni ma mi fie.
Separation bi abem.
Ana oba omo fie, you see that they don't interact. That intimate friendship no betina so no be kasa no any honum.
I say obi busa asem ba ko no answer na no ano no.
Yes, you don't really see that. Yes. And one other thing is that the woman begins to focus more on the children.
Na so oba no ebasa no wayi nani afri kunu no so na ne bibia emofra na
it's about the children,
or take some sort of consolation
from the children, but for the husband it's problematic into
it's the children that is making her
stay in the marriage, you know, because of the challenges that are coming. And then one other aspect is that sometimes they even spend more time at work, or a bema, he will make sure that he closes late and then comes home, comes to sleep. And one other thing for you to know is that he may not even eat the wife's food. Oba, can't just say, okay, I'm okay, I'm going to sleep.
Because of any contact,
that is going to be that's one of the problems. And one other thing, who say most of the women emotionally, they are not happy. Another man is not happy. Yes, they are not happy about their marriage. You know. In Ghana, no, even among Africans, there will be a max depression. Okay. On him say she is depressed, but on say opie or abontia, what trying nice makeup in her hair, you know, with the dress.
And your friend outside gentility home cry.
It will say outside, you know, to me say, oh, this woman is okay, or to me, but sorry, or be back only problem, even there are even certain women or men, especially the women, they can even throw a party.
Oh, wait me.
If the person is reaching, they be a party.
Okay.
Yes.
You see, into be too much, and it's just
too much. There's a problem.
Or they katabi so.
Yes. It's to compensate
for something
for certain issues. And sometimes they lose interest in the marriage. They are not motivated. Sleep better about the issues.
And them must
become serious issues. They may not be having sex anymore. Sex there, it will stop. Even if it has to happen, the wife will perform it only as a duty.
Okay.
Because she doesn't want to take the role of.
And the man also do same.
Yes. We'll just do it as a duty.
Would that also lead to sometimes abuses?
Yes. Yes, especially when the woman says no. Okay. You know, then you begin to come out to say that yes, manliness will come out to discipline her, to tell her that I married you. So just like yes. So because of those struggles, you know, the woman will just have to give in. But one other thing, I'm saying this because of the my professional background. Okay. Sometimes when there's a mental health issues, because I will say because of the stress that is coming out of the marriage, or men start to headache, sleep issues. We start complaining of pains all over.
The joints near day.
Sometimes diarrhea. Yes. GIT problem. To me, diarrhea as a problem.
Issues na wo ho no.
Obi to me then can't found we say it as pseudo neurological symptoms.
Okay.
No, the person can even have partial blindness.
Wow.
And sometimes
we see.
Yes, and
how na e wo ho no.
Obi to me seizures.
Now otimi etwa hwe,
but it is not the right seizures like say epilepsy.
But I say oh na wa knocked off somehow be na
feed. They can even faint. Okay, all is because of the problems that are surrounding the marriage. Okay, so these are some of the things you are going to see when there's a marital issues and how it affects their mental health. Forgetfulness, they will not even be able to concentrate at work. There will be poor productivity at work. Or mistakes throughout. Sometimes for the men, they may even go back to start drinking. If he has even stopped, he just go back.
Because of pebbility are compensating.
Yes. But one other thing I have to say is that sometimes the two partners contemplate on extramarital affair. Privately.
So when you say oba na edwene say onya bema foforo obeko ena obema no so no so feel say me na me secretly but no mum yenu nyina so they would all satisfy themselves and then sit quietly.
Yes, so you can have two partners who are doing that.
Oh, okay.
But I'm say that there's a problem. But I'm only saying that in the sense that not everybody with the contemplation wants to act on it. Yes. But it actually happens. And then women normally have worried thoughts.
Okay.
They be a endorse.
Man, so you Uncle James. Adwuma no wayache. Enti the all can no from experience over time. Enye say what kind of the kind ade a wahu. Enti no yen e ma no titiu. Ya dwendwen dodo. Ade no say ye so ne adwen wa ya yen nya bi. Yen to bi mu. Esan say wo dwen ho saa na the how bro. Enti ehia pa. So Uncle James, as you were saying, what would such women need to do? And what's our worry anymore? As any man no. Immediately, what should they do?
Okay, immediately, one of the most important things is that, first of all, the two parties need to understand that there is something going on.
Also, say how be
acceptance of the reality. Say, Bibi Koso, this is not what we planned. And one thing about conflict in marriage is that Obiabe facing challenges in marriage, but it depends on how you to me handle those challenges.
Because our how
yes, there are challenges.
A coin will say a how be beba, but a coin befa so a bit to me as so how no here.
Yes, and there are three specific group of people how they handle conflict in marriages. Usha, the first group omudie when there's a problem. Obi fasi na ba kwa say.
Obi a fa ne kwan. How ba ya na obi akọ.
We are not ready to solve it.
Because someone just on me be di djuma bia.
And I have to put this on record. There was a research that was done over 10 years research period in the US using over 150 couples.
Okay.
They got to know that they followed them over 10 years.
Okay.
And omo say 69% of conflicts are not resolved in marriages. And it is the same issue.
How
the same thing, it continues over and over.
So they just go their different ways.
The first couple, they go this way. We don't want to solve it.
Okay.
Other people, they intend to install them, so all of them, they are going up. Everybody's going up.
We are find a way.
Yes.
To me.
Yes.
So I'm just going.
And then we have the last group that tries to work together.
Okay.
Like I know it's not easy, but let's try it and let's work it. Yes, let's deal with it.
Okay.
But the first thing is that they need to accept that there is a problem.
So
we have to work it out. And then one other thing is that they need support system. Yes, we need support system. When we say at a point in time when tempers are very high, you can't solve a problem. The best thing you can do is that both of you should give yourself time. Time heals wounds.
And sometimes they want to separate for a while.
Yes. Okay. But I will not even endorse that. So me see, give yourself time is that because sometimes if the time is too much into it leads to something else, another problem.
Okay.
But see time, it means that someone acknowledge say more problem.
More how?
Give yourself time to calm down. Then you come together.
Yes.
And then you have to go back to the counselor. you know, to help you. But I won't even want to use a support base. So I see support system. Who friends here?
Support system. But friends should be good friends.
Yeah, I'm not talking about any other friends. Yes, I'm talking about good friends, like couple friends.
Okay.
You need a couple friends so that they can tell you that when I went through, but this is how best you can deal with it. Yes. Yes. Not any other friend. Secondly, you see, family also provide a support base. Yes. So you don't cut away family. Obi wo no ma okowaria na the family doesn't want to approve of it. Then they don't care about it. You don't have to do that because problems bar. You need your family. Yes. Some of the times, when the woman is abused, and maybe one of their friends go to tell the family don't care about it because someone him say
no ne be ka kire wo mo say mi kunu aye mi sei ana de asie ni we aware animu na obi abeka de na say ono akasa no
she's not serious about it. Yes. And then the third one is that, you know, people should learn how to find a way of going to enjoy themselves when things come up.
Auntie Jesus, them go say happy yourself.
Yes.
Because nobody will happy you.
Yes.
It's
very, very important. People need to take
I don't
vacations.
have to look up to my husband for all the happiness I want. No. Okay.
You see, happiness is an internal thing.
Okay.
You can't take it from outside. If you are happy, that is when it's like there's a party going on. So even if a man comes, there's a party going on. But the man cannot give you everything. And so if he's your source, and as they say, he's no more. Okay. And now there are issues. Then that means you're not happy. No, you can't take yourself from anybody. Unfortunately, we have not been trained to make ourselves happy
by our own selves.
Yes. And then the orientation around marriage says that please your husband.
Okay.
Into woman concentrating more on the husband and the children,
but not herself.
Yes. So at a point in time, and it's the same thing. It can also be for the
husband too,
looking after without looking after them. But
himself.
I think also make something about freedom.
Okay.
Freedom comes with something that we call outsourcing. Outsourcing here say, can we invite? Also, I can say you cannot give everything to your wife.
Sure.
Because you are not whole yourself. Yeah. We are completing each other. And see, the best thing is that you can bring another couple that has a different way of doing things for you people to do it also together. Okay. Or you can outsource, and one person can go out and go and have fun with his friends. People take vacation to go and have fun. Someone can say that, oh, I'm going to Accra. I'm going to stay with this particular person just to cool off, just to deal with issues.
All time. And yeah, at least
to deal with it.
Happy. No balance.
Yes,
but it doesn't
happen in our culture. Yes, yes. You see, that's why I'm saying that is when you go to friends and your friends give you a sense of identity. Okay. You may not get it in the house because of the problems that are going on, but your friends bring you back to who you were. So it is very important. Like, this is who I was. This is it. But unfortunately, when a man stops you from going out, then it becomes a problem.
And then, sir,
you know, it becomes a problem. So I think there should be flexibility, and then the freedom. I'm always talking about freedom and space. In fact, there has been a lot of research on giving people freedom in marriages to help them.
There are sometimes
oh yeah, it happens.
Sometimes as you share some mema no kwana eti man fa hodi so man bi so timi
yes, they can really worry
or mema you cover up. You don't want to tell that you are going through challenges.
You know, that's why I'm saying that for a man you have to be a man. I mean, our culture tells us that you are not supposed to
show your weaknesses and all
express
that, your vulnerabilities.
You're not at all until you want to cover up. But a man needs to cry.
A man
you need to cry.
Uncle James, I want that to be said the camera.
A man needs to cry.
But we say bemensu.
You know, it's
bemensu.
No, you actually, you see, number one is that, and it's part of mental health. Emotionally, no, you should learn how to express your emotion. Yeah. So if you feel this way, you're not feeling okay.
It's normal okay to express it.
In fact, it's even better to even cry in the absence of people if you really want to hide it.
It's soon cry no be soon. Utimi di sie no soon.
Yes, and then come out and then
free aba now yes, strong.
But you can't just, you know, restrict yourself. No, it turns into anger. It turns into hatred.
Yeah.
And then you end up doing whatever you don't want to do.
Westerns.
Yeah.
Wow. Adofo ye sua de pa, ye sua de say enema bi ene esu bi da di ewo aware ni ma hunu say aware de ekọ no enkoyi e wo se mitu anamon ye Uncle James wa kan sem bebre mi gidi say de ye yete ha ye sua na na mi gidi say wo sua bibi enti en fa nhye wo mesrew ka kira adofo ye wo YouTube Woyiedie Asetena TV Oko House of Ezra Worldwide Ministries YouTube so ye wo ho nsa be kan Woyiedie Asetena na ye nsua de e be boa ye sanse aware bebre ejija aware bebre ejija se de ye brother kan na ye so bi o ho a otimi ko sha sorry dem efiti edwada ekosi kosi ada de bia wo ho adopa kosi anwumre na ye se sa nipa no eto da bia na ye se owo how bi se nya de se o ye full time minister na se full time job bi na o ye wo ho na ye se ne how bi ewo ho e wo se etimi ma enema bi koso na ye ma abusua no so ben yen enta se wa ware a na je se watwa abusua na gu abusua na wo firi mu ko ware enti na wo yi abusua ne to nchen. And we also say a problem shared is half solved.
Yes.
Enti na ehia say counselor oboa wo e cheche oni mama wo kwa ware nu bibi sa e ba wo san e ko ne nchen na aboa enamfo but yesi sudua say enamfo e be boa wo nye adamfo bi akeka adamfo bi wo kwaka wasema na otwe wo afri eniji awo mu no but the me de pa ne say wo say happy yourself because nobody will happy you obema ni bibia obema mo wani age akosi awieye saa na oba no so nya ni nyina emma wo enu nti hwani ma bia so obema no entimi mfa ma kwa wa wonim se ade we mi saka ma ni beje na wa boa wo ho se be ya wo nsa beka na ama aware no akonkan na wo hwani nyina afri be ma ho ana hwani nyina afri oba ho a wo nsa nkan na kyese adwendwen ya be hye wo so yesua de na ye be ko sofo
support system na
aboafo no
no ka say family.
Okay.
What's our society now is such a way say o ware a you form your nuclear family
the extended no
we say our dear it goes beyond two individual to two families.
Yes. Yeah nyeni pa mi no
o ware a wa ware abusuan ni.
Okay.
And into your future no me dey man say and am say our dear mu how be doors unti we need to involve the family members.
Okay.
We need to be nice to them. Everyone to say what's no once
yeah
once no let's all treat you here now come you are not dependent, you are not independent,
sir.
Yeah, you need to depend on other people for support. It be say ba utimi ko you always experience what you na ko che obeti mama ofutu kama na odi ababua abusua ba yo so iti me say meni me kunkwa na yete na ye jai omo maka
so for o kan ko on bi so asem bi aya na ye mfa ho ma asem me ka ho
ye de ka ho
na che say because o how a me ko ka che bi kra no kra na ye ade no se me ko ka
program bi aba awomba na program bi ti say enoma bi a ye hu say spiritual enti mu se
wo se me de hye me ho na eja mi ankasa me so
mo fe kra no be ye mo ni no ma enti ese yi fi ho no e say spirituality no hia.
Okay.
But you should not concentrate on that spiritual and what maybe yourself and I believe say spirituality also very very important.
Okay.
But other aspects also good here. That's why you balance life.
Okay.
So we ye adwuma ye wo sum nyame a na wasum ye na etibibia etimaya de abalance. Enti awade a wo ware no eno ma bia so wo hia free enso nom ne abusua no no eso wo yire ho na uti wani mo na wo nsatimi ka na so be ye na spiritual we are spiritual mboa
ade be wo ye hu na mo asem
ade bo bra nya mpa bo na ebo
an
eye kasa emwa ye besere afri obi ho na breakthrough
komodie ya se mema na ya na mo yesi ya na mo yesi na mo stone wall ama ma blocky enya ukra ya sa na ma oba na wona ba ma oba na kwa akobọ mpa ye no enso so na ye o wadwo na tese na ye na tese nka asem na etwa
Indeed, spirituality, you can say, your money too much. You can say, yes, you're soon yummy. Yeah, now you're born pie, but and you're too much. Be beyond pie born, anything as often be brave, so as often as be brave, and they also take advantage. And I'm a person, yeah, call what they but said, yeah, you know, you're dying, yeah, how they your chest as we are so vulnerable, you knew be a boy, so that those people also take advantage. So be it's not a true calling. It's in any honest can be so now. They are also a warrior, they are there to help us. So said we were for so called for Grana. Only a cry with my money, yo, or ye way ye. A son of spirituality, say, the Christian, Mammy, and as a pen, and Jesus or Yemia. It did nice all year money, sir. Or your bonnet could I win you. Say, Radia Sam say, ya town for papa. Erinti, when is our Christian in our own is our only problem. They are not about umpire. That is why there's a year. Okay. So we that's a part. Now, I can tell church about a near man, a dance or our area or more sa how mental health issues a womb. Now, our area to say things and near me cost come out then a dance woman who say our Woyiedie who say and near me cost just how many how be now say and then I'll be who say Bema won't say name out air cost come. I know I will be when you say Yedi Kakasana can say preparation. Okay. Inti Bibia Mua or Musa Wadi and they are one. They are together. Okay. Inti Komodium. Almost of a problem together. Okay. They don't judge and I say they don't blame. One I catch on 20. I didn't see no we solve it. You can't say I'm a catcher on 20. Even so, I kind of went in. What kind of 20 are never? The mammy, where's the best solve problem? Only here. Must really who say, what can such a master? What to the Susan? What can me kind of went here? Problem number. You want to solve it? She don't cry. Okay. Oh, any day, and I said, dear, never see ye. Okay. Oh, you were any mammy one year has a bay, or some catcher, and a wine. Oh, a bus and I think soon until on motivation, encouragement, or better media year, a solve problem. I'm not block you. And I even look to the blockage. That is it. That is it. And in communication here, communication, and a sharing of ideas. Okay. What's our idea is for companionship. No, until me come back, the Befia, me who are human Befia as a manager. Yeah. Until me Befia and manager answer, no more quay. Bibia, the cockam and cross fees crab back. And we say, upon all problems, when you baby and other maybe a mini didn't come out. Okay. Me problem no beti me free me so kakra na say the burden no ma this one be free me so kakra into companionship sharing ideas together no ehun ehia pa ana afen so the etosu bi am say supporting each other no so can supporting no say communication ne you know service no ono so hu hia to hu sa aware so mo bobo and no banko na wo kitchen. Oh, okay. What's that? Kitchen brano. What's that? Obani aduma. Bema so ye aduma. Mba no what them no banko na kitchen. Oh, what's that? Oh, mo pentem. You kram pesa mo kwa sore ni. Oh, ani ma membo ani ye ni ntentem. You kra na akrash ni chi. Say na chi. No su ha no. No age no. No de na pie. No timi supporting system aye in the form of service ye bra kai. No so boa. Emba ye hu say Woyiedie no ma ye koyi. Okay. No ma ye koyi. Ana de to so bi ma yes ahye no so de say on say gratitude mu no. Parenting say de sititi emofra no so emma ye hu say Woyiedie na ye koso. On say what it abofra ye tibi jama ba kope. Ndiba ba ko. Na onya kobo no. Na ba ko bu ofu. Hey sir. Ade na akobo no. That is it. I see. The parenting, you know, ekoso kama said ye come together na ye timate team of rana ono so kire sa awade na ku yi
ekoso
because awade no said dem dika ye adwuma ade ama ne ye adwuma ne say ya za wo bam na wo bam a ese ye come together na ye timate team of rana na ye kire mo values bi ene no ma bi a ye di show mu mu rentimi fie e ma bi ameka ni pija ameka say ba no wonu ho a ade be no betimi dia kai o
okay say we ye ja na we ye
na no okay me ma me kire mi sei
okay
ntimi kwa wade ma sei die ya kire mi nti me ye utimi busa ho say die be mpa na me dia sha bofu yi mu independent ma emi ehu say ya wade na ekoso nkura bi wo ha ne omo ne omo busua diwe omo si 100 omo self no aha say nkura ya titi omo
okay
nkura ya titi omo omo kasa omo dress no omo bibia nti ye nja ma baako nye nti abusua ye hu se senate ya bo se hu se abusua awade die in fact no ma ekoyi wo mu no ma ekoyi no me ware ntem and the reason was that minya
akonya sisu bi me o se ware ntem
na ware ntem and the reason ni say minya akonya ne Pentecost said the bit
tonight okay
na so do no see treaty na yire no manage
ma wani je say obeware
yeah ma manage
papa
papa o ya lecturer o ba say lecturer no ba na ye HOD na be man ye normal lecturer okay doctor we o nya ye ni PhD
sir
but the way no mo see TV was awade de nti mama so bi sua no ma bebre
okay
yes when what Reverend said the children in the house
okay
you see in Krano they learn what we do more than what we tell them.
They learn what we do more than what we tell them.
Yes. And sometimes, you know, if there's a problem in the marriage, if the woman is insulting the man, names the man beating the wife and all that, the children are learning. They are learning. But I want to say something about when there's a conflict in the marriage, how it affects children.
Okay.
Research has, you know, come up with the fact that, say, if we have a conflict in marriage, children have what we call emotional insecurity, because feel say, who will take care of us if my mom and my dad they are doing this? Yes. So sometimes the children keep that in them, and when they go to school, they display that kind of anger on other children.
People.
At a point in time, if the family becomes dysfunctional in the sense that the mother doesn't care, the father doesn't care about them, they try to follow their peers. They become rude.
Okay.
And sometimes they don't even go to school. Others end up being abusing substance.
Yeah.
And then they follow the women, follow all sorts of negative social vices, involve themselves.
Affecting
yes. And then at the same time, I also feel that it's important that mothers train their males as women. I'm using as women. I'm here, and if my wife will hear me, in fact, I don't really know how to cook.
Hey, Evelyn, are you there?
I don't really know how to cook.
I know you are listening.
And she has been complaining like, you don't know how to cook. How come you don't know how to cook? Yeah. And sometimes she wants me to support her in cooking. So the only thing I can do is to wash the vegetables and all that. Yes. But one thing I've been telling her is that, are you also going to train your son to learn how to cook? Because women are trained, are even prepared for marriage right at the beginning.
Sure.
You follow your mother to the kitchen, you go to you serve your dad and all that. But for the boys, what do? We send them to school. You have to be a boy, you have to learn, you have to become a worker and all that. So we know that if we don't train the boys well, at a point in time, they are going to abuse women in marriage.
Yeah.
And this is going to cause...
That's what they've grown to see.
Yes.
And that's what they would also do.
This is how my father serves me. So serve me like that. My father... Oh, my mom always fetches water for my father. I want you to do the same thing. I can't fetch water for you because my father never did that.
Because also free it's a conflict.
And you'll be shocked that a man who never saw his father giving chop money to the dad, to the mother, when he gets married, if he doesn't change his orientation.
On Susan Obeyen.
Yes, he said that my mother was just
doing
feeding all of us. Why can't you are working, you can feed the family and all that. So the orientation becomes
very important.
Becomes an argument in the house and all that, and destabilizes the marriage.
Very, very important. Yes, the can't say a mofrano titru. Awofo no ye ma ye charge manim say we dey obey ma adwuma we obey adwuma e wo mu se ne bi wo ho ma ye ne yie e na ne me won so ma ye ne yie but ye ma mofra no nyina enya akwanya na omo so enhunu ne ye ma bi tichu wo ko university kra no ye be ma e wo so otimi ye bibi kakra o ka tomatoes ne meko ne je ne boma e wo so otimi ye bibi na aboa no nya sa ada bia no okoto aduane Oko school cry sikasem bedding that every time he needs to buy. Samson or bass or so no, there was so no to me any maybe. Or buy a car, come. Efe. But yet make us away there, obey you, way a bear. It is a one shay na abofano the same year. Or call our room or percent you see I am not the coom. Or ban so as you for no deba. It is our real almost asiano. Let us say in tower bem, Emma Inina. It is the Woyiedie Asetena. Ye me so aware pa so ka ho ene de aware pa na ye gina so na me pa cho WhatsApp line no me de tu ja 020263347 and answer 0559592751 ubetimi do message na afa so aba se so ye ba be phone lines no enti why ye crowd obetumi afa line si 0559374321 0559374321 and I say 0241718702 0241718702 ube to me afraid. Uncle James, I want to find out what are some of the effects. You started with the children, but mofrano na also as husband and wife say mental health problems no eba. What are some of the effects that it brings on the marriage?
Okay, for individual, for the marriage itself, it can lead to separation.
It can lead to divorce.
And then later it can lead to divorce.
Okay.
Yeah, but for each of them, I don't want to use only marital conflict in the sense that one partner wants to, leave the other or there are issues that need to be solved. But I'm looking at what if there are also circumstances like the infertility issues that we talk about, family pressure and all that. Yeah. So some of the effect is that sometimes it can lead to what we call adjustment reactions. They will not be able to adjust within their house. Their finances will be destabilized and all that, so it becomes a problem. Some develop depression. They can get depression. And then we also have what we call PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. This one is for the intimate partner violence people. Those who are being beaten by their husbands. Yes, they can develop all those. And then later on, after depression, it can lead to suicide. People can just commit suicide. Yes. And you also be shocked that when there's a mental health problem, especially when it's coming from financial constraint or financial issues. Let me give you an example. So if you are the head of a microfinance company, and then you have gone to purchase a lot of money from other people from the bank, and the bank needs their money or people need their money, you are not able to pay back such money. That disgrace and all that, it can lead a man to commit suicide, depression. From depression, you just end your life, because men, in fact, money gives a man power.
Money gives man power. Yes.
Yes. Money gives a man power.
Okay, we have the first caller. But Woyiedie Asetena Jimmy so ya ware paso ka ho. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, me pacho Woyiedie Asetena Jimmy so ware paso ka ho.
Aware paso ka ho.
Me pacho wan na ka say na wo free hin.
Maybe Abnam
Pacho Jina ye ne kasa ye nte wo kasa ni.
Me Pacho Osebenka.
Me Pacho kasa.
Me se me Abnam so fi kwada.
Okay, kwada so Pacho.
Na me Pacho masuma betim disam say. mo discuss mental health aware.
Okay.
Na say obabi ko aware na say ami okwa aware no fofo no bi dey okay na bi mo te kama.
Okay.
Na etwe be mo say yes oba no aboda medina ko abodan fo be.
Okay.
No say bi anka fo ana be bi sa. Nti dem pati pan e be ko so mama ewo e be ko aware ni mu a e be ma oba timi abodam sa.
Okay.
Because me wo adam phobia okwa aware a no ye kama. 2 years actually no ya ko hwehwe na e se wo ankafo.
Okay.
Ye ko ye ko hunu no to ho wo kasa kasa. Na nti mo ka nyina so ye bibia se ni kunu dia ye na ama waba be wie be bi obo.
Okay.
Nti person ni bi sa se deben pa na detimi akoso wo aware mbema so oba no ana be ma no se de me make e ma be oba no ase wabodam ai de ndo kako ka bodam so
okay ajo aye da se pa
yo
ai yeah that's it Uncle James how we obey you no straight
you know I'm laughing it's my wife who called
so the voice
yeah you said Abdullah so I know
okay all right okay
yes so yeah you see because of the challenges that are coming in the marriage in fact when you develop the depression some people are already predisposed to mental sickness. No, I mean genetically predisposed to mental illness.
History,
yes, in the family already. So if the person is not able to deal with the stress,
okay,
then that stress acts as a trigger factor to bring out what is already there.
Okay.
Yes, so they will end up at the mental health hospital. Yes. So these are the differences because utumenya depression, which we can treat for a very short time, and then we also have the worst form of depression, which we call major depression disorder, where you need hospitalization at the big psychiatric hospitals. Okay. Yeah, so these are the differences. But if you want to know how we even treat such people, we use a lot of drugs because of the voices people hear, the guilt,
the and all that.
So we first use medications to tame down all these symptoms. Then later on, we take you through a therapy. The essence of the therapy is to change your thought pattern about the situation.
Yes. So hello. Me pacho Woyiedie Asetena me so ya ware paso ka ho. Me pacho when e ka say me do for na free. Yo me pacho ye tie o kasa. Me pacho kasa.
Me kasa free
Accra yo.
Wow.
I can't do a hard on you. I can't do a hard on you. So it's in power.
Me pacho ma one so kakra. O so baby wo ho a wonye. Nti on timi nkwa aware.
Don't think power.
Okay. Nigga so oba no ye da asere so oba ni suban enye. Nti aware no ntumi ntena ase. Okay. Ye da ase pa nti wo che wadwen e wo ho. Yo ye da ase pa se utie ye wo Accra. Ye kira nkranfo nyina ye da ase pa no kwasem e se usuban no enya you already have issues with attitude. So
at the beginning I did say that people have issues. And if they don't resolve those issues, they can't get into the marriage because it's like you're having a baggage and then you take it into the marriage. No, I want us to come to a point where a counselor counsels two people and say that you can't marry.
Yeah. Yet to come to that point,
I don't want to see
you
that.
really do not hear that. Me pacho Woyiedie Asetena. Me pacho your frau say na o ka se free.
Me pacho
me pacho kasa o ka so do this here. Okay, now o ka se free him.
Me kasa fake.
Ye nte o kasa ni ye, gina ye mai.
Me pacho me kasa fake.
O kasa no o de kasa na ye nti be bia o kasa free no ye.
No. Me pacho ti men kan kasa fake.
Me pacho kasa, afi de kasa. Hello. say na homa no enye baby ogina ne nye nti pacho bomodi a ye bese ete won kan pa me pacho ohun hia ye nti gina ye ne sign fraying yes
nti there are problems. People have problems.
Okay.
And me can say, you see, the personality of an individual develops in the first 7 years. First 7 years, then you have got a 5-year window period.
Okay.
And see, everything somebody learns is within the first 12 years.
Okay.
And see, if the person is not good, you will know it. Unless otherwise, unless he goes through and now he gets a different experience altogether. Okay. There are mothers who will tell you that my son is not good.
Yes, because they know.
They know that they can't enter into marriage.
Our review and now and me a jet me say me be now so be and who are so who do my
but the women and then the same male say that when we get into the marriage I'm going to change the person. You can't change a personality that has been formed for a long time.
Obi me say I'm worry na mess son.
No.
So it's not.
No. If the person does that, then it's out of will. The person really wants to change because of you. Okay. Otherwise, it will just be a shadow. My year and then just to please you. After some years, all those characters will come out.
Hello, Woyiedie Asetena Jeme so ya ware paso ka ho. Me pacho o ka se free him do fo. Ye from saying. Ye from saying. Em say na ewie. Me pacho entie wo ho wo afidie no so. Wo frepe na we reduce volume no say be ye bete won kan.
Okay.
Me pacho entie wo ho afidie no so kasa ye tie o. Me pacho bra bi e wo se say.
Me just so be no get no furniture boniana.
Obi fa de one ne tie chi a eye bone ana ne girl chi a okay all right you hear that say wom si ye kasafa aware ho nti already no wo boy no girl no man kasa no kra mo ware ye nti no ne ge say eye bone erade anim no enimu hello me pa cho kasa free oh, I made it. Dina ye my pa, ye pa se te wonka. Oh. Wa homa no my ente wonka. Wo betimi so send a message aba. Wo betimi dia fa WhatsApp line no so na ya ma mpanifo yi ano ama 0202633479 0202633479 and I say 0559592751 0559592751 once wo baby apesa ofre no betimi afre lines so 0559374321 0559374321 and na 0241718702 0241718702 Mr. Wa Bomodiana fresh be ya ibetumi ate wonka.
Yeah, I think the lady the young girl who called about boyfriend girlfriend we know we are talking about marriage. Yeah. But let me explain something about extramarital affair. Yeah. When a man goes in to cheat or take another woman to sleep with, there are 3 indications. Okay. The first one is that it's a symptom that there's something wrong with the marriage.
With the marriage.
The second one can also be an exit. It's like
there be a peer free. It's your yes and you no crowd. That's okay.
No, when I said exit, it's like he wants to end the relationship.
Yeah. Finding a way
to get out of it. Because on him say, my wife has been saying that the moment you have an affair.
Okay, we'll come to the third one. If I show you the assets, I just saw our pastor come home.
Our pastor come home.
Me patcho me do for your frost and I'll cast free.
If I saw your friend, Esther, it's very simple.
You Esther patcho kasa.
If I saw someone okay, I'm not much as you first of all, you are worrying at I think I mean, not problem of simple, no things, and your mother coming out, no, and yet the name of the apple, and you can be not in the car. If you're not being in a mere margin, say, there was a time in my little guy. Now, I'm a cop from now on, yet penny. You're nearly me that 2 years. You mean, I am 2 years. Your baby says you're cool neck and the prayer. That's a kind of bad. It's in coffee. Mama worry me.
I come. Yeah, that's a pass. Watch it. Aye. Like I say, Assassin and Nancy, I see you. I miss me a boss. Hello, Woyiedie Asetena. Jamie saw our first account.
Richmond.
Richmond can say free.
Make a second the man in
The man in Crow, Richmond, Pacho Casa.
But I say only about one and next to home, Queen I will. Now, most of one after ABA, radio officer, Conombia, better or don't, who back on. But the moon, Canano, the panic on my way to officer.
Okay, you. Like I said, Mawari, Mawari, I could fear BBI a pepper or here no.
Men never done back.
Our here no. Why worry a bush when you are too? Oh, okay, you. And then the whole camel. Okay. It was so who the NTR, oh, yes, sir. You, that's it. That's the part.
What's he talking about?
They've married.
Yeah.
Pay the dowry, everything is okay. Everybody knows that they are married. But the woman doesn't allow him to have sex with her. With her. So
you use the baby too.
So the akolana I block. So the woman, even on the same bed, they lie on the same bed, but then the woman still pushes him away.
Okay, so I would say that in the first place, you see, a man who helps his wife at home and shows love and passion always have sex with the wife.
Oh, okay.
When you help, you support your wife at home.
When there's the time for you to also
it's
get closer
easy
to her,
because you take the burden, you reduce the burden. So that's one thing. Secondly, it can happen that the woman is using this as a way of punishing him, bringing his attention to something.
Yes.
Unfortunately, on to me can't share no say but she's trying to find a way of trying to block him out as a way of punishment.
Why are you doing this?
Yes. He is seeing it as it's his responsibility. He needs it. She has to.
And there was a war about the mommy.
And see, it becomes a problem.
I say master servant relationship.
Yes, but at the same time, I've been saying that sex should not be a punishment.
Sex should not
to
be
a man. It shouldn't be a punishment. The best thing the woman can do is that. So Unim said there's a problem. Start saying the problem. Start talking about the problem. Yes. And then the man should also be ready to have the dialogue.
Communication.
Yes. It's very important. You see, when you communicate, it should show respect, value, and you say respect, value, and support.
Okay.
If you are not finding these three in communication, then it is not communicating. No, not at all. So, as they dialogue, as they are talking about it, she should see that my husband is ready to support.
Okay.
Whatever I'm asking. It should also depict respect.
Okay.
Show respect. But if you are commanding, one way or the other, she will say no.
Because what free edwuma ba what na ha kola hye mechi medina hye akira ye aduane na san dia pagya besi wani wadi awie oti wo me an ba be fa akọ na masan akọ siesi akola no me be da wie afi na wo san do na be pem.
It also shows that you value your wife. If you are not forcing your way to have sex with her.
Yeah.
But it can also happen that women sometimes have issues. They have reproductive issues that she cannot converse and she cannot communicate it to.
Ovulation time
yes, she doesn't want to get pregnant and all that. Or maybe she's even having vaginal issues and all that, and she doesn't want to.
Sometimes they don't even know how to say it to the husband. Or you see, no.
It becomes
your friend
Pacho free.
But on the secretary, near Kenton Chrono.
You Kenton Chrono Pacho yet you.
You, Diana, a branch alone. A branch alone, but you see,
okay.
The Oba, so who can you do? What's your with the little body? Okay. Not sure about there is a Bible says. Oba and Power coming, and the Bema from Power soon come away. It's a person like that.
be man no chip down. Ya wo si be chip. Be chip be man na ye do man no fawa. Ah o na che say asema nyameka say ese ma bro mu ho ase no. Enye djuma. Ma fa ni ahombrase. Obese odi ani onyam ya su rese obedi na ni onyam nti abono abana mistake
okay
mistake odi no one coming
that's it nigga say oba no say o hawa esese oka na omusiesie esen say odi nnam asem no be etwe be ma naso
minya issue bi sa na ni delay oba na ba
Woyiedie Asetena me hwe bi da me first time me hwe bi ba obi free radio TV ni so say oba waware oni na ireti oba no oni ne beda na tututu ni oba ni right so ni oba ya saade ni
okay
if you say wo saade na wo ma wo gu
waware okay
so say oba bia so waware na so you matter what the problem here waware ni ya what say oba no na wo hwe na wo tini gina enti na bible say oba be bre ne ho ase na be ma no so adon ewe
okay
okay imagine drama
me patcho your friend say na wo free him.
If I show me fresh, I'm gonna be sure.
Oh, okay, you. Yeah, that's it. That's it. No, I didn't. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
In as much as we say that, it shouldn't be a punishment.
Sure.
That you should give. You see, the woman is not in the right frame of mind.
Richmond. Okay. Kasa.
But I once I met him say, "On man and I will be back." Men and I to be an feminine man. Yeah, I didn't mine and what the other. But I say the first time and I say the second time. And problem maybe a vagina problem there. Oh, I can't be a channel where the teachers are there and that. Man, starting with upon a man in there, fight upon all that, many of the dreams like that. They listen, even in the car, but the idea is coming in no matter what, not so good. You know, in the hand or buy. I'm not going to say, I'm with you again.
Okay.
Make a program, yeah.
Why you? Richmond, Ezra was a fried chicken. So
you just take it out to enjoy their life.
The counselor took also.
Go and enjoy. Now create the atmosphere.
About house on few be able to feel. But by counseling, okay, Minino go out said, could pay a bit tonight. Hello,
Mr. Woyiedie Asetena, our pastor count. Hello. Hello. Mr. Our man is what fish so okay.
I think the counseling no
so be boa.
Na go out na mo enjoy ya. Na masa the counseling so.
And so atwa so.
Because they go through process no.
We say bibi o wa say oka. Hello. But Woyiedie Asetena me so our pastor kan ho. Hello. Me patcho your friend say na o ka say free.
My feminine.
Voter region. Yeah, chia voter for you and Pacho Kasayetio.
And then the Fraser.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm not really maybe now so.
Me Pacho, you my yen.
Almost half of them, they are more. We need to cry and not. Tomato few or the after of them
and no more
because they must face it because it's always for school for every month
Because the one, you know, the brain wants we are sorry. It's easy. Not for my favorite. Then it's our opposite. Or if you might do okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay, yeah, that's it. Pa, it's about a phone na. Chavota phone. And your messages kakra every Auntie Charlotte Atta. I say I'm watching you from Silver Spring, Maryland, USA. Auntie Charlotte, I mean shout. Maybe some Ponsa say hi. Unisofori say wow, that's good. Well, Hamina Opoku says very true. Men lack when it comes to communication. Ena Kanka Yakubu. Another say watching from Glasgow, UK. Well done for the talks. Hello, Mpacho Woyiedie Asetena. Jemeso our pastor ka home. Hello, Woyiedie Asetena.
Our pastor ka home.
Me Mpacho mo. Now ka say free here from saying.
Me Mpacho ya from me Mercy me ka say free Bokrom.
Yo, Mercy Bokrom.
Mpacho the so for the software.
Yo, software what ha.
Mpacho you will see about what.
Yo.
I don't want church to have dey my no more sister with dey my. Yakupon Shamo, Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Mercy. Amen. Mercy. Yeah. So Uncle James, as the man was saying, so what you be but they go out. They've not gone out well, but should it be going out before the woman will give in?
You see, okay, so both of them, they are not trying to identify their own
problems. Okay.
One is becoming insensitive to the other. The man needs sex.
Okay.
The woman is also telling you that I can't give you, but the reason is not given. The reason why I want to say that they need to go out. See, going out to talk is not about because we want to have sex. But I want to treat you as my wife.
I think James will come back. Hello, Pacho, Woyiedie Asetena Jemeso our pastor come home.
Our pastor.
Me Pacho, o ka say free in your frau say me dofo.
Hello. The Pacho, we will program that ready and that say mo one that
o ka say free in me Pacho.
Me Pacho the that people d'Ivoire, you feel me Gabriel and so.
Cote d'Ivoire, okay.
Pacho Kasa. I was saying that. Okay, the number and I come out here, farm the chief was our poor and the
okay.
But let's check all right.
Okay, me Pacho, and yeah, we are. I have WhatsApp line no. There 02026334799. Yeah, fair no. Ofra me connect with the counselor. Now when na kasa. Why?
Unim Jesus.
Hello. Why? Na ya hello. Hello. Mpacho what you say?
Mpacho say.
Me Pacho, your friend say now ka say free.
Say free. JJT.
JJT region. Okay, Eastern region. Mpacho, your friend say. Me Pacho, ye tie wo kasa.
Timothy Ankara.
Okay. Timothy Mpacho kasa.
Nane first day we came program no. Na me tram pa.
Amen.
Why are they? What am ya doing what you are really.
Okay. You. Yeah, that's it. Timothy. Yeah, that's. You. Okay. There be na mo tie dijetifo nyina. There be akwasi ada no num ni abetena se no so na ye wie. We have this question from Auntie Mina from DC, Washington DC, okay. US. She's saying that, what about you offending your spouse by saying something wrong, but after that you've done everything for forgiveness, but nothing good comes out? What else do you have to do?
Okay.
What from Bearman? Why you do bet me be up and still? Okay,
no, the first thing is that I don't really know the degree or the offense.
Okay.
If I know the offense, so see. Generally, you see, when you offend somebody, the person wants to know whether what you are saying, you actually mean it. Are you saying it because it is more comfortable for you? Okay. That when I forgive you, you'll be okay. Are you saying it because you truly mean it?
Okay.
And then the third thing is that what is the probability that you won't repeat it?
Okay.
So people look at these things.
Okay.
Me
pacho o kase free. Sunyan ne me pacho kasa yeti o.
Pacho amen. Ma pacho bese me me tsaji afa na da ne je ne kakra.
Me pacho ma kakra ma yen. O kasa no.
Pacho da ne. Da pacho ka fa. Pacho ayi bese me mo bisa me da mo tra me say na me ya de. Na wa say na yere de no kam ko be adigo horma e wa wadi mo.
Okay.
Wa sen mo wa tun ka che o ka che be mba so ka che ba ni ma ba fa asmanu ni na no ba o ka se che obi a ki ma ere e ma sa na be ere e be ja wa jeri
okay
ni ma se di pan e ka be ka fa o ba ma ere ho da no tun na o ba ko o di ka je no se ni o di ka je se bi e di ma da ma na fa e ni se pen e di ma se je o kan me sa di da ko okay talk bad yeah when you say yeah nice my shock to me anything about it okay you have to say anything about it
all right make it say okay
mama my book said that me kwa me kwa nkra me engineer
okay this time asem na waka kire o nti okay you hear that
mama then say hearing see what they comparing ja what they
okay yeah that's a pa yeah that's sunyane eradisham and so the wife makes a comment that affects him to the point that he feels nothing towards the wife anymore. So it's like obana asema obana can ashina ma onya tenka bia ma obani bim. Then that's still about this forgiveness.
Yes. I think sometimes words reduce us to a level of an animal.
And some na ye can with me ma obi ye ehun ni say on say on say nipa.
Yes. So words really have power, especially
say me nipa dia say nipa na no beba beda.
Yes, so sometimes we should be very careful about the utterances.
Okay.
Some of the things that
say.
And it also comes from expectations. One say oyire o expect say oni wo be kasasa. It comes from another person, fine.
You are okay.
But for your wife to say that, yes, it's very hurting, you know. But please try and then forgive her.
You need to try and forgive.
Yeah, try and then forgive her.
Okay. So Senator Poku says, from watching from Italy, may God richly bless you all. And Obisu said, this is a very good teaching. All that they are saying is very true. God really bless you all. We have a voice note here, but it will be difficult for us to listen. Obi dine yaba, but said you better asema all can. Okay. So I think the producer would take it and then would play it for us to hear.
No, there's this woman who asked why the husband doesn't want to forgive her.
Yes.
Because of what? Yeah, and I'm saying that with forgiveness or when you even apologize, people really want to know whether you are asking for an apology or you are making the apology in order to set yourself free.
It just word of mouth. You are just wanting to just
to set yourself free. Because once he says that's okay, you have set yourself free.
But not
good.
Make him feel okay.
So he also wants to know that are you really saying it because you leave yourself? What does the sorry mean to you when you are saying it to me? So men look at those things. You know, before they can accept what you are saying. For what you know, I'm not actually with her. But is it something that she has repeatedly done? Okay. And if there are issues, so it's intentional. At this particular moment, she needs to bring somebody in. You know, to help resolve these issues.
Okay. I'm saying a audio no. Will be there so that we can it to me around there.
And the program we are met kakray mama nyamedi efrimu pa na de tosu bioni because monkoso na ebesesa afufuro bebre ama dodoɔ no nso awareɛ asi yie na mahu ne sɛ ɛnɛ adesua no mobobɔ nneɛma bebree so ɔn sɛ ɛte sɛ sukuu no so obi wɔ hɔ nom a subject a wobɛfa no wokyerɛ no nyinaa wobɛte aseɛ paa but wontumi mpeke no nyinaa na nka mɛhwɛ sɛ ebi a tem biara sɛ nka mobɛfa topic baako na ma discuss na boa awarefoɔ yi a nka wobɛhu ɔma setena mu yie papapapapapapa mea sɛ mewɔ problem kakra ɛnyɛ kakra mpo ɛso paa ɛwɔ ma ware mu deɛ ɛdi kan me yere a mene ne wɔ hɔ nokwasɛm ne living wontu ne fo ɛma ne mfa ɛba saa na wamama yɛ distress ɛba saa na akɔba ɛwɔ sɛ metea ne sɛdeɛ metea me ba menni saa akoma no menni abufuo wɔ me mu saa but ɔbaa no ayɛ sɛ ama mabufuo ɛkɔ soro ɔkasa yɛ ada me
ubuafu yo yɛda ase paa na yɛ papa kyerɛ na kyerɛ sɛ menim sɛ ɛnɛ ne deɛ ensɛm no na ɛwɔ se yɛfa no afaafa na yɛde boa nti no ɛwɔ mu saa nneɛma no ɛdɔɔso but nneɛma yɛfa yɛ nyina biaa wɔ deɛ ebetumi ayɛ ɛwɔ aware mu emre eduru a pempi no yɛbɛba ne aba bɛsosɔ no afaafa na mmom sɛ de medi kan yɛ no ɛyɛ bosomi ɛyɛ ɛne bosomi edi ɛne ɛyɛ May no bosomi nan ne deɛ tɔso no ɛyɛ mental health issues ɛna yɛka ho asɛm nti na yɛfa aware ɛne mental health nneɛma a etimi ma yadwene mu ne yahoni mu esu bi ɛdan na bi ne etimi affect nipa ɛwɔ aware ni mu ɛno nti na ma yɛ call saa afa no nti ɛdeɛn a emre bɛso ɛbɛsan aba Uncle James ɛbɛsan atwe no emre ɛsɛmu saa na sɔfo so de ɛne na anti emre so sɔfo so ɛbɛba reverend ewu a eti ɛne no yɛde aseda pa na ɛma obia ɔfrɛye na ansa na yɛde dwumadi bɛkɔ awie yɛn before we end it no bɛpɛ sɛ you give some advice to couples will be couples so that they know what they need to do with regards to mental health before they take the steps. Sebe yombe hunya suahunu bi the okom the essence oye the owomu dada the one who is also in now also what issues no also hunu the essence oye na aboama the marriage will be stable and very interesting to be in.
Okay, yes. So the let's talk about the people who are yet to marry. Okay, I would say that get your money, get everything ready. But the most important thing is please go and make an assessment about who you are. Go and check with a psychologist. Let them do a personality test. Okay. And then let them make you understand who you are personally before.
Can do the MBTI.
Yeah, you can administer some few tests so that we bring out all these issues that you have, so that you don't carry it into the marriage. Yeah. And then for those who are married, I'll just say that conflict will come, trouble will come and all that, but you don't need to give up. Okay. The two of you should come together and then work things out. Don't also allow outside interference in your marriage. It's only when you need people before you can go to
and you need to know the kind of person you are bringing in.
And then communication is key. But I always say that communication, when you are communicating, it should be supportive, show respect, and to value the person you are talking. So that's what I would like to say.
Thank you so much, Uncle James. Yes.
Kakra me so make can say yeah be wura mu no mo be wura mu afutu amede mamune say awade ye nkonsan yechi the rest of your life, sir. And your preparation, you know, very, very important. Uncle James can, you know, so many tests, but mental health test is very, very important. Okay. What you mean at two was what you might take partner, so now more woman that done also said ye Macano, our dear no, your boy, young boy, na yamfa ye ho mfunso enchiche ye ho se obi hu se suwe no kura na boa no mfirim okay na wontime ne ntena asomdue mu na muvu awade bia no ha problem enim problem mu okay but ye tie ho ase ne ye boa ye ho a awade ne betimi akoyin tinya mi hira mu bebre ye da se pa enti aware bia ni ho a ha wonim na emum ye tete ye ho ase a ne ye boa ye ho a ye be konkan communication ne de hia me pa se woni obi awarefo no mudi nkita ho mudi nkomo na aboa
enye saa mo ani nkomo a bibi hye obi emu a enna no kra enkoso ene de saa obi ka osi Tunisia na ye say motiko na ehia anje eto mienu na ehia nje ne ade no say wo say manimu na ehia na motimi ama eniji aba enti ne yem momode ase ede ye ho mfum so obecheche say ehaw no ebro so a bomodia ne bram penifo psychologist counselors wo ho ye beboa wo say be ya obetimi etu anamo na ama aware no aye enije na emonhunu say ukunu ntimi fa bibia wo hia bia ma wo aware no sanso na wo nso ntimi fa bibia ma wo eti de wonsa beka no so mu na de wonso betimi ayede aka ho ama wani age no na wo de ehiem enye saa wo be disappointed ye mpese obenu hu aware ni so fo aka say aware eye afebo aware eye wa bra bokra na wonam ekosi say erade ebefro eno ntini yenye ne saa enne mo amofrɛ ye mo amahwɛ ye nso ye de obi bia ase ye de nchi akese kwa akoma ye sponsor akese Papa John Wesley Stephen Kofi Amponsa papa or ye prophet or that House of Ezra Worldwide Ministries ano on the Ezra TV aba Ezra FM 94.1 no asa so ya sene ya ye nhyira papa baby a wo bia on mama anji na ebusua ni nyina ye chia mo saa na ye chia eduro asoso so no so eso ya sene eduro boutique suits any wallpapers any ade eduro asoso ye chia opa ye da wase baby a wo saa na ye frɛ sɛ obi bia a wo pɛ sɛ obeso ya sene